considering Hammerheart played Shalaka pretty well, I'm not sure if Raychu's Pika will be ready for this kind of a Kirby, but we'll see. He had some pretty sick combos he had been working on in friendlies.
I haven't seen too much of his Pika.
Yeah, we saw it, I want to say the most recent time we saw it was at Empire Smashes Back, where him and Yobolite played a pretty notorious set where Yobolite didn't want to play Ness Yoshi, and Raychu didn't want to play Ness Kirby. So they ended up finishing the set as Pika Kirby, and it was a 4-stock timeout, or almost a timeout. Raychu, with 7 or 6 seconds left, jumped off the stage to try and stall, but he didn't give himself enough time. He up B'd and just fell to his death before the time ran out.
That's like,
yeah,
photo finish.
Man, Raychu, Boom and I were joking about this. Raychu is looking good to start the set, but it's only the first stock. It's funny how that works with 4 stock, but Raychu, Pika, not too shabby.
Yeah, I saw that he in that first stock he seemed to have pretty good grasp on the edge guard.
You can't do that against Kirby. Just sit there and up tilt. But really, you can't get away with that against anyone anymore. If you just sit there and up tilt, they're gonna be ready for that. Hammerheart got a few jumps. Raychu could have grabbed him there. Not enough to kill though. Let's see, 1 grab either side. There are a lot of things both players could do to kill. Hammerheart gets a nair, not enough.
Surprising.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It landed right where Hammerheart wanted him, right in his arm. But Raychu will come back, just needs a grab. But like I said, Kirby's very good at racking up damage, so Raychu needs to play it safe, even at 0%.
Very nice trap there to get the grab.
Yeah, it's good shield pressure. He gets the back air. Nice little nair from Hammerheart into the turnaround up tilt.
Didn't overextend.
Yeah, because you know Hammerheart was waiting with that down air. Raychu didn't trust himself to combat it with anything, so he just kind of waited for Hammerheart to land. A lot of this matchup at a high level boils down to punishing each other's landings, especially on the platform. Pikachu can poke up air through the platform. Kirby can down air some of Pikachu's attacks through the platform, or float back airs up through the platform. So you might see a lot of that. These guys have a very different style, so might not.
Nice sit there.
I don't think Raychu wanted that get up attack on the ledge. Up air. It's the shield pressure. Hammerheart probably could have stuck in the shield for a little bit longer. You'll see a lot of people when they get shield pressured, they'll kind of panic and drop the shield too early and get caught by an up tilt or a nair or something like that. It's very impressive of Hammerheart to have that option covered. There was a bit of landing lag, but you have to have pretty quick reaction time to be ready for that interesting up B that Raychu had. I thought he had a pretty solid landing.
Yeah, you don't see that all the time. On stage escape for the top flat.
Yeah, straight up too.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get a ledge cancel off of it, which would have maybe saved him. Oh, good down air from Hammerheart. Doesn't get anything off it. It's going to be hard to get really solid punishes on Raychu because of his DI. Using a lodge net, but on any controller, he's going to have really solid DI. Yeah, Hammerheart gives him the ledge. Raychu's happy to take it. Oh, Raychu maybe could have stayed above Hammerheart and dropped out an air on him after the shield pressure.
Dangerous situation here. Oh, single zip.
Yeah, the single zip diagonal up is usually pretty solid against Kirby. He's not very fast, so he can only cover so many options, and most Kirbys won't cover that option. It's situational though, of course. The Raychu poking the up air through the platform, not getting a combo like he would have hoped. Nice.
Both players, they're high percent, but they're fearless right now.
Oh, Hammerheart gets the grab, and that'll do it for game 1. Raychu, solid showing for that first game. We'll see if he can maybe build on that somehow. Take more advantage of disadvantageous situations that Hammerheart's been put in, like certain shield pressures. Maximize his punishes a little bit. He'll land up airs in situations where I feel like he could have landed a back air. He's kind of shied away from certain combos, maybe respecting Hammerheart's DI. I mean, to be fair, Shalaka wasn't getting combos on the dude, so. See, like there, he went for an up tilt instead of maybe shield pressuring him with a nair on the side flat. Nice.
Oh, very close.
He at least he knew what he wanted there, but that was more of an input error.
Right.
Great up air there to catch Hammerheart, or fidelcastro, I should be calling him.
Textbook on that edge guard.
And again, Raychu finds himself with a first stock lead. Interesting. Fidel didn't want to go for the up tilt. Just throwing out S matches now. Gotta respect it. Yeah, he thought he could catch him out of the up B. Maybe should have just chased him to the top flat. Raychu going for up airs. Up air's not going to do that much at low percent. Maybe he could rack up damage that way.
Hit and run.
Yeah. Oh, I think an up air there would have protected him and also gotten some more damage.
Good recognition to turnaround on that tilt.
Yeah, Raychu's putting on the pressure. Doing pretty quick and has a good idea of what Hammerheart's trying to throw out and countering it pretty well. That he goes for the straight up again. That he's got to recognize he's done it twice now. Maybe not the option against Hammerheart.
Yeah.
Against Fidel.
Yeah.
You try something once or twice. Sometimes going for it a second time when they don't think he'll do the same thing twice. You know.
That's a fair point.
But no, he's too vulnerable in that situation, and he's kind of forfeited a lead because of it. I think both teams. And he takes another fairly big stock lead.
Yeah, low percent for both characters.
He gets a back air. I think he wanted to throw out a nair to continue the shield pressure, but landed right in Hammerheart's grab.
Oh, nice up air.
Alright, gets the nair, pushes him off stage, but it doesn't hit him that far with that DI. You kind of almost want to keep him on stage until you rack up more percentage.
Nice fair to grab jab.
Grab jab. Grab jab.
I'm a little tired here.
I want to hear Jimmy Joe call out a nice grab jab.
Grabjab.com.
That's melee stuff. You get the pummel. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Hammerheart probably happy with that trade. I don't know. Now he's down a full stock. But he was at high percent. I guess Raychu was too.
Yeah, hopefully he can just continue the momentum here.
Yeah, sometimes getting that trade will just get in their head too.
Right.
You know, it's not necessarily good for either player, but then just the mind game itself, the disorientation.
See what you mean.
Oh, good little tip there, but he wasn't able to follow it up. Another interesting up B.
Yeah, he came from low, so he didn't have a ton of options.
Yeah, that was kind of risky, but he still got a punish off Fidel. Worked out that time.
Oh, nice. Change directions on that tech.
Fidel was just not placing aerials very well, and Raychu is ready for it every time.
Yeah, he's throwing out a lot of hitboxes.
Yeah, see, he keeps throwing out those back airs early, and Raychu is waiting it out and then punishing it when he's stuck in the air. Back air is a great tool to protect yourself with, kind of like Pika's up air. When somebody else is trying to throw an aerial at you, you throw out back air to punish it.
Right.
To like defend yourself from it. But if you're throwing out back airs early, you're gonna get hit, and that's basically what Raychu was doing. I would have liked to see. Well, I would have liked to see Hammerheart go Samus. I don't know what Raychu knows against Samus. Or I guess Fidel. I want to see Fidel go Samus. But we'll see him stick it out. He is a full-time Kirby main now. You have to assume Raychu, he's a low-tier hero. He probably knows a lot of matchup.
Right.
The thing is, though, a lot of guys like this sometimes they'll train up the Pika, or they'll train up that secondary just for one matchup, and then you can throw him off with another matchup. Because Fidel is, well, not Fidel, Hammerheart is exceptional at Samus Pika. And we don't know how good Raychu is at that matchup.
Right.
Fidel is pretty good at Kirby Pika, though. So, well, I guess, solid high-level player, trusting his adjustment over, trying to throw off his opponent.
Yeah, he clearly showed in the last set. He's strong in the matchup.
Yeah, it's such a tough loss to fall to Shalaka, who he beat at SmashCon, and then be kind of struggling against the next guy up. He could have been in top 8 already.
Right.
And we know we really did want to see Raychu nest against Shalaka Pika.
Yeah.
But here we are with one of these guys sadly going to be out after this. This would be a pretty solid upset if Raychu manages to pull it off. He's come very close to a lot of upsets, and he's always thought very highly because we all know he's a good player, but just a lot of times he doesn't get the results that people expect. Anytime you main Nest, you kind of are going to run into that wall of Kirby at some point. Last year at China it was Dark Horse's Kirby against Raychu's Nest to make top 8.
It's
this time it's Fidel Castro's Kirby, but Raychu came prepared.
Yes, he's got the Pika ready to go.
He's getting maybe a little aggressive considering how well he's done to end the last game, but Hammerheart's got Fidel's got a little bit of a lead. This is the back air. If you have to up air or up B as Kirby, you're gonna eat a back air. The only thing you can really hope for is to go to the lead and maybe get some sort of ledge DI.
Right.
I don't like the thought of up being that high, but it did work before. I forget if it was on Shalaka or on Raychu.
Yeah, a couple times I think against Shalaka he just got hit towards the middle of the stage. Fortunately for him.
All right, good catch. Perfect. That's exactly what Fidel wanted. He wanted to get that back air to push him off stage. He knew Raychu would kind of panic up B and present a nice down air opportunity.
Great recognition to keep him in that corner. Whoa, grabbed him out of the F smash.
Raychu's worked a lot on his movement and his combo game, but the recovery is still a work in progress. It's not bad, but considering how well he's doing in the matchup on other parts, I think he could do a little work on his offstage up Bs.
For sure. I mean, it's got to be one of the most useful tools in the game.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest ways to separate yourself from other players as Pikachu, is to improve those recoveries. Yeah, he got a little bit of ledge DI, but not enough for him to think about going for it again. They wanted to go high and try and clip him, but I don't think that worked that way, on the way down.
And down to the last stock.
Yeah, a decent amount of percentage on Raychu, but not enough for a real kill move from Kirby. that was some of the most interesting dash dance grab game I've ever seen. How neither of them got the other. Okay, down air to forward smash. Wasn't sure if that would kill. I think a lot of times they'll opt for down air to up smash. He's on the top flat, and up smash actually kills pretty early. But Fidel knows his percentages, so he's going to go for the F smash, the safe option.
Yeah, that was clear. Like, you could tell there that was pretty much as far as he was going to get hit.
Yeah,
close
absolutely.
Close to the limit.
And already the set's been pretty back and forth. You really thought, you know, looking at that first game, Raychu was solid, but Fidel seemed like he had a clear edge. Game 2, it looked like, you know, Raychu might have had it all figured out.
Yeah.
That last game was pretty close. It was pretty close, and
that's what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that was more input error, not as much a poor decision. But he definitely could have gone for a different angle if he's going to drop it anyways.
Coming back strong with that combo, though.
Yeah, great little standard combo from Raychu. Caught Hammerheart without jumps, too, so he didn't have any way to make it back on stage. Dead even. Now a little less than dead even, but pretty close. Smart from Fidel. He knows if you get shield pressure on the edge of the platform, shield hop down there. A lot of players still don't know that. You know, they go for like another up tilt or an F smash and push them off the plat. Ooh, see, he knew if he down aired near Raychu and spaced it just far enough away, Raychu would still think he could get a grab. So he spaced out, down tilted. It was very smart play from Fidel. Oh, he got lucky there, not getting a bad bounce. And Raychu, another great, you know, several up airs, all he needs. Gets the drop off nair.
And we're even 2 stocks here.
Raychu, and both of those stocks have been on strong combos.
Yeah, he's been pretty technically sound this game, looking really fast.
Hey, his combo game's already better than mine in Smash. Very impressive stuff from Raychu. Yeah, I thought he might go over. Very fortunate to land on stage.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, he gets the grab, up smash. Hammerheart's DI, I was going to say, not going to let that happen to him. That's the real standard, but good job from Raychu getting.
Can he make it back?
He's getting
nice.
most of the standards. The forward throw up smash is pretty easy to DI, I think. I'm surprised Hammerheart's not getting out of those up air combos. If you DI up and away, generally you can DI too far away for them to do 2 up airs to a back air. But against like the really top players, they'll just do a back air early and take the stock quicker. Oh, this could be it right here. Oh, he doesn't. The risky choice from Fidel. Somehow gets out of that one safely. 70-69. 70-72. Almost dead even. He's got no jumps. He threw out the nair and dropped too low. Oh, Hammerheart. Fidel had that in the bag. He had it.
You can see
the bag. But that's been his biggest flaw, is getting caught after using a lot of his jump. And Raychu has that combo game where he can push Hammerheart or Fidel far enough away from the stage to where he doesn't have enough jumps to get back anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to take the combo to the fullest extent every time.
Yeah, and he has. He did get 2 big standard death combos. And then the first combo got Fidel far enough away where he couldn't recover.
Right.
And that's generally how this matchup goes for Kirby at the higher level. You know, you rack up some damage, but you get comboed by Pika. A lot of closing power from Pika.
This is exciting here. It's the last match of the day, game 5.
It's very nice to see Raychu playing a Kirby to make top 8 and not being out of it. You know, being like, this dude has a real chance to keep going. You know, he's kind of fixed his problem in a very understandable way. You know, throwing out a much more favorable matchup.
And his Pika is looking strong.
And you notice in that situation, he kind of caught Fidel in I guess a frame trap where he gave Fidel space to jump, but then immediately hit him as he jumped. You know, made it look like he could jump out and then threw out the up air and fought him. And if he keeps doing that, Fidel's going to lose his jumps a lot easier and just kind of be stranded off stage.
just about even here. 3 stocks.
Yeah, ever since those first 2 games, it's been pretty close to dead even. You know,
Right.
Very tense, close game. And Fidel kind of threw that last one away, but do remember that it was like last stock high percent. It wasn't like he blew a sure win. It was just he blew a chance for him to keep on fighting. You know.
Right.
That time, fortunately, he was out of jump, but he still forced his way back onto the stage. The tech rolls are very dangerous.
Ooh, wow.
Forward air to down smash. Great stuff from Raychu. Down smash is actually one of Pika's strongest attacks. Like, very high knockback. So it could kill very early.
Yeah, that was. I don't think I've ever seen that conversion of forward air on the ledge like that.
Yeah, down smash is actually, it can be pretty useful if Pikachu's coming from under like that. Or I mean Kirby. Kirby's coming from under. Kirby has no upward protection.
Yep.
So like down tilt and down smash are very strong against him. Fidel in a tough one here. Catches him out of that. And that's what Kirby does really well in this matchup is catches Pika out of aerials with the up tilt. And Raychu doesn't have the angles to really make it back from that. I think he could have made it back to ledge, but Fidel would have had a downer for him. That down tilt beat out the get up attack. Fidel's got to think this one through a little more. A weak up tilt. He just needs to make it back to the stage. He's not going to get that space from Raychu. Last stock.
Great up tilt there, or forward tilt.
Yeah, that's what you really got to do against Kirby. The forward tilt has the best coverage against Kirby. Ooh, he missed the forward air, but that up tilt came out just in time. Right where he wants him.
Down there to there.
Oh, Kirby can't get up to the top line fast
Oh
enough.
boy.
And Fidel's low on jumps. This could be it right here. Up tilt, nair. He's still close enough. Beat the eyes. And that's it. Raychu upsets Fidel Castro to make it into top 8.
That was a hell of a set.
At a tournament where he had the demon. He knew he had gotten knocked out, kept out of top 8 because of Kirby. He came back and fixed this problem. And
he came prepared, like you said. He had the Pikachu ready to go, ready for this exact scenario.
And it's a real shame for Fidel, who looked like he could have had it against Shalaka, and just got beat by Raychu. He got beat solidly. Like it was a close set, but Raychu really made that matchup work for him.
Yeah, he made it work, and his Pikachu looked really strong. Like you said, great combos.
Yeah, his combo game was excellent. Something I don't know if he did consciously, but he was so good at punishing Hammerheart for using too many jumps. He was catching him out of the air and then carrying him off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.